Well, hello and welcome to my latest video. It's raining cats and dogs outside, so I thought what I'd do is I'd come in the living room, not in the garage, and make you a video about all the stuff that I'm taking on my Land's End to John O'Groats ride. Now, I don't know about you, but I love watching these kind of videos, so I hope you do too. And if there's an element of OCD about it, and somebody left a comment on one of my videos about OCD, if there's an element of OCD about it, well, let's embrace our inner OCD-ness. Now, I haven't 100% decided on the bike that I'm going to take, but I'm pretty certain I've decided. So I will do a separate video about that. So this is about all the stuff that I'm taking on the bike and all the stuff that I'm taking in a case. I'm doing the ride supported 9 days actual riding. So it's going to be about 11 or 12 days altogether for the whole trip. It's with a company called Bike Adventures. So they'll be transporting the luggage between the various hotels. So I won't be carrying all this kit on the bike. So if the first thing you're saying is, Jesus Christ, Julian, you're going around the fucking world with all that stuff. No, I'm not going around the world. So I'm trying to achieve a kind of balance between not taking too much stuff, but at the same time taking advantage of the stuff that it is being transported in a suitcase and a rucksack in a vehicle, and therefore I don't have to carry it all myself. So if you think you've got the balance wrong, and by the way, I haven't done, well, I have done week-long trips, so I do have some idea about the kit that I'm taking. But if you think that, and you've done the jog, or you've done a similar kind of journey, and you think, you know, some of my choices are absolutely ridiculous, or I'm taking far too much stuff, or I'm not taking nearly enough stuff, then please leave a comment and let me know your thoughts. It might be a fairly long video, so if you need to get yourself a cup of coffee, a glass of water, perhaps even a gel to keep your spirits and your energy up halfway through the video, then please feel free to do so. The other thing I want to say as part of the preamble is I'll mention quite a lot of brand names, not because I'm obsessed with brands, although I do like some of my brands, I don't deny that. But some of this kit or some of the stuff that I'm taking is stuff that I've used either for a long time or that I've tried out and seems pretty good to me. And I know when I watch these kind of videos, I want to know what brands and what stuff people are taking, and if I'm interested in it, then I can go and look it up. So I'm not doing one of those kind of Amazon lists with a link to everything that I'm taking. But if you are interested in a specific item and you think, oh, I quite fancy that, then leave a comment in the comments down below, ask me about that specific item, and I'll give you a bit more information and let you know either maybe where I purchased it from or where you might be able to purchase it from. So let's get stuck in, and we'll start with what's actually on the bike. And first of all, we got a couple of water bottles. This is a Rapha water bottle, and this is a Mason water bottle. That may give you a clue to which bike that I'm taking, or it may not. I'm then going to take a Revelate top tube bag, which is this one, and there is a video that I did about this bag, and in fact I've mentioned it in a couple of videos because it has a magnetic opening clasp there, and what I carry in this bag is my Gopro, which is a Hero 7 Black, by the way, and it has this Pro Grill mouth mount, which I will use, stick it in my gob like that, and I shall take some videos for it. So that is actually the only thing that sits in the Revelate top tube bag. I can open it up while I'm riding, I can take the camera out, I can stick it in my gob, I can close the flap with one hand, and everything works pretty smoothly. I'm then taking either a handlebar bag, and this handlebar bag is made by Cordell, and I bought it from the service course in Girona. I'll either take this front handlebar bag, or I will take this Apidura frame bag. I haven't quite decided, and if you've got a view about it, please let me know. The advantage of the Apidura frame bag is that it sits obviously in your frame, it's quite narrow, and therefore it has very little, I think, aerodynamic effect in terms of wind coming towards you, obviously. It's also easy to undo. There are zips on either side. It's not massively capacious, but it's capacious enough for what I want to put into it. The Cordell handle bag, on the other hand, which sits quite nicely on the handlebars, is quite awkward to undo the zip while you're riding along, mainly because it's underneath the Wahoo mount. I've got the stuff in the bag, so I'll just show you that at the moment, not that. This is an Apidura little fold-up musette, which you can use to put maybe food in if you stop at the shops for a snack. A couple of energy bars. I probably won't take energy bars, but I will take a couple of gels, and this is a Velo 40 Doppio caffeine gel. This is a little Ulanzi video light, which I should just purchased, not used yet, but I expect to be able to take that. A CO2 canister. There will be another CO2 canister in my saddlebag. A little lock. A toe peak multi-tool set with a chain breaker on it. And this is my rear light, which will actually be on the bike. The other thing that will be in this bag is this Endura packable rain jacket. So I will have that with me all the time, so if I get caught in a rain shower I can easily take the jacket off, put it on. There will be a separate jacket which will be in the vehicle, the support vehicle, which I'll show you in a bit. I shall also be taking this speed sleeve saddle bag, which will hold a couple of tubes, a couple of tyre levers and another CO2 canister with the head. In terms of photography equipment, apart from the GoPro, which I've just showed you, I'll also be taking this little camera, which is a Canon G7x Mark II. This dead cat here, or possum, or badger, or whatever it is a bit of fluff to kind of cover the wind noise that you get from a camera. I shall be taking this rather bulky item, but this is an iPhone mount. And I do plan to do a couple of YouTube shorts because I won't be making a full video of the trip until I get back. This is a Ulanzi tabletop tripod, which I can use either with the Canon or with the GoPro, and it will extend, so that will be quite useful. I will probably carry that on the bike, but it may be in the rucksack in the van. Shoes. These are a pair of Quok Grand Tour mountain bike cleat SPD shoes, and you can see a video of an unboxing of these. I have a couple of pairs of different SPD shoes. I like these. They're comfortable, they're easy to walk in, they've got a lace-up closure, and they've got this rather fetching camouflage colorway look. So I'll be taking those, and in there, little packing trick here for you. For those of you who've not done much travelling, put your socks in your shoes. Not when they're on the feet, of course, but you put your socks on your feet when you're wearing the shoes. But if you're packing your shoes in your suitcase, then put the socks in the shoes. I won't go through the socks that I'm taking. There is a video, by the way, about which socks should I take. Moving on with the cycle clothing. First of all, this is an Endura Pro Sl rain jacket. You might say to yourself, well, why are you taking two rain jackets? Well, the one rain jacket which I showed you earlier is a packable little one, and that's kind of useful for a shower, if you like. But if it's going to be raining all day, and I get up in the morning, get out on the bike, and it's pouring, and it looks like it's set in for the whole day, which is probably pretty likely, then this is a much more effective, rain-resistant, waterproof type of jacket, but it is more bulky, as you can see. I'm then taking this Rapha slightly padded jacket, which I will use on top of my other stuff if it gets cold. I'm taking a gilet, and this is an gilet for the Old Ports, the cycling club, the Old Portlians, which I'm a member of, OPCC as it's marked on here. And I'll decided to take the gilet rather than Old Ports jersey is I can just put this on over the rest of my stuff if I want to take a photograph for the Old Ports Archives, either at Land's End or at John O'Groats, or we get the Scottish border or the Yorkshire border or the Welsh border, or other borders are available. Then I can put on the gilet and show all of my other fellow club members, here is Julian, and he's actually done the jog and he's not got in the van, hopefully. 2 pairs of Endura Pro Sl Bib shorts. I do like their bib shorts. I will probably take a 3rd pair. These are actually thermal tights. Now, they do pack up fairly small. I haven't 100% decided whether to take these or not. Certainly if it gets very cold up in the Scottish Highlands, these are quite useful to put under your clothes, and they do keep you warm. So I'm not 100% decided, but I'll let you know. I am taking a pair of Castelli leg warmers. These are Nanoflex leg warmers. Had these for quite a few years. The rain kind of beads off them in a very effective manner, so they're very good. I'm also taking a pair of knee warmers, which are here. These are also Castelli knee warmers. Actually, I think that's one of the leg warmers. But I'll be taking a pair of knee warmers, and they'll stay in the rucksack, which will be on the vehicle. Sorry, I dropped something. I'll also be taking a pair of Bontrager warm gloves, because they're often required. I will be taking a pair of mitts, and these are a pair of Sportful mitts. I don't normally wear mitts because I don't like that kind of sweaty feeling that you get between your fingers, but I do recognise that it's very easy for your, I think it's the ulnar nerve that's there and the other nerves here, when your hands start to go to sleep. I do notice that on rides, and I tend to just ignore it and carry on with it. But if you're doing 9 days of 100-mile rides, then I suppose that's something I need to be aware of. So a pair of mitts I will take, and I will probably end up wearing them. This is a pair of Poggio, or Poggio, not quite sure how you pronounce it, and these are by Hydratech Pro, and these are very good shoe covers which are wind and waterproof, and these were actually sent to me by Poggio to do a review of, and I've done an unboxing and a review and a video of it. You can see it on my channel. I think these are very good, by the way, so I haven't been paid to say that, but they did send me these for free. In terms of head covering, I'm taking 2 caps. This cap is by, I think this cap is by Giro, and this cap is also by Giro, and this is a nice cap to wear. It keeps the sun off your head, but it also keeps your head warm if it gets a bit colder, so that's quite a nice cap to wear. I'm also taking this Rapha neckerchief, which I just fold up like that and tie around my neck, partly because it makes me look like Johnny Depp and a bit cool. Actually, Johnny Depp isn't cool anymore, forget I said that. Partly because it makes me look cool, like a pirate or a bandit or something like that. Lots of bandits in Scotland, so I'm told. But the main reason is because it keeps the sun off the back of my neck and therefore helps to protect me against nasty illnesses. I'll also be taking this Buff. Somebody told me Buff was a trademark, so a neck warmer, if you like, but it can also be worn on your head to keep my head warm when it gets a bit cold. And of course, as you know, and lots of people have said, try and take things that have got more than one use. So this works both around your neck and on your head. And this is a second one, fulfills the same principle. This item was sent to me by a Chinese company called WeDayDeals.com, and they sent me a number of items, and I did an unboxing and review of it, and I really like this item. I forget how much it was, but it was only, well, I didn't pay for it, but it's actually very cheap. But I really like the fabric, I like the design, I like the colour of it. You can wear it around your neck in the hot weather. It doesn't make you hot, but you can also put it on your head, and it's a very nice piece of kit. These are also from WeDayDeals.com, And this is a pair of very thin, very stretchy arm warmers. Now, I don't normally wear arm warmers, but I tried these on and I really like them. They fit really nice and they keep your arms surprisingly warm when it's very cold. And then when the weather warms up, you can just unroll them and roll them up and then stick them in your pocket. So they pack down really small. And I think these sell for about $1.25 or something like that on the wedaydeals.com website. So I can highly recommend them. This is a pair of warmer socks. The other socks were in the shoes, as you saw. Now, in terms of cycle jerseys, actually, before I get on to that, I'm taking a Wahoo Element Roam. Again, there is a video about an unboxing of this on my channel. But I'm also taking this, which is the Wahoo Element Bolt, and this is the latest version, which has just come out. You might say to yourself, Julian, why are you taking two cycle computers? For God's sake, man. Well, I don't know how many times I'm going to do the jog. I do like Strava. I don't deny that. I do put my stuff on Strava. I do like it when people give me kudos and make comments and so forth. So if I was riding along on the jog and my Wahoo packed up or runs out of battery, which it could well do, I want to have a backup. So, you know, if it sounds either OCD-ish or it sounds you think, you wanker, Julian, well, so be it. I don't care what you think. In terms of, what have we got? This is a Rapha phone wallet, which I keep my phone in, credit cards, stuff like that, keys, and that will go in the frame bag or in the handlebar bag or in the pocket of my jersey. I will take 2 pairs of prescription glasses as well as the glasses that I'm wearing. This is a pair of sunglasses and this is a pair of photochromic sunglasses which have prescription inserts in them. So I'll be taking both of those pairs. I'll also be taking this Rohan caddy sack which will go in the rucksack, and this contains a little bottle of muck-off lube. You never know when you might need some lube, and a tyre pressure gauge. I might decide not to take the tyre pressure gauge, but it's quite useful, I think, to know what your tyre pressures are. Yes, and I might do a YouTube short video every day and just keep you updated on my tyre pressure. So if anybody from the OCD Society says, yeah, we'd really like that, Julian, then I shall do so. Now, moving on swiftly to jerseys that I'm taking, and if we look at the short sleeve jerseys, this is a Rapha Brevet jersey, which is a nice kind of merino mixture jersey. This is a Giro jersey, which I've just bought, which has got these kind of sardines on it in a rather nice colour, and I must say I do like this. This is possibly one of my favourite jerseys. This is a Rapha jersey. I love this colour. I think they call this Celium Blue. Does that sound likely? Celium Blue. And this is the same jersey, but in a long sleeve version. So if it gets cold, I can wear base layer jersey, long sleeve jersey, gilet, jacket. I think I'll be warm enough. And this is an Endura. It's actually a gravel jersey, but I like the colour, I like the design, so I'll be taking that. In terms of clothes off the bike, well, a few pairs of underpants, don't need to know too much about that. 2 pairs of trousers, one is by Uniqlo, one is by Rohan. One of them I'll be wearing in the evenings and to and from the jog. A Uniqlo very thin rain jacket, which I may or may not take. That will, if we need to go out to a restaurant or something in the evening and it's raining, then that will be quite useful. A Rohan polo shirt and 2 Rohan shirts. I've had these shirts for about 10 years. They fold up really small, they dry really quickly, they show no signs of wear. They are superb shirts. This t-shirt, which is by Uniqlo, and then 3 base layers, well, actually 4 base layers. They're all by Rohan, and they function as base layers or as t-shirts. One of them, this grey one, has long sleeves. The others are short sleeve. My ID bracelet. One item which I forgot to include in this video is my heart rate strap, which I shall be taking. We then have, oh, here's another Lezyne caddy sack, and this has got in it, I don't know what it's got in it. Oh, it's got 2 lights, a front light and a rear light, and they are both by Lezyne. Then have my bag of toiletries, which has got the usual stuff in it, but also has some insect spray, as some travel wash, so I can do some washing on the trip. Don't really fancy it, but haven't got much choice. A tube of Assos skin repair gel, which I've never used, although was recommended to me by my mate Ian. It sounds weird, doesn't it? That we sat around in the evening talking about, well, what's your favourite skin repair gel? Well, I like Assos. What do you like? So we have a little Facebook group, which you're welcome to join, actually. It's called the Skin Repair Group. So if you get, you know, saddle sores, little skin repair problems with those little secret places between your legs, then we talk about the different skin repair gels that you can use. Anyway, this is a tube of Assos one, which I shall take. Not generally prone to getting saddle sores, but it's going to be a lot of riding over it's a consecutive days, so there is that potential risk. Obviously some sunblock, band-aids, toothbrush, deodorant, usual stuff. That's in that toilet bag there. And then I have my tech bag, which includes a little Anker power bank, a charger for my Canon camera, collection of leads, USB-C, USB-A, USB-B, USB-D, E, F, G, H, etc., etc. This little thing here contains a number of SD cards for my GoPro, a little Swiss Army knife, a spare battery for the GoPro. I've also got a USB charging block, so that plugs in with this, and I can charge 6 items at the same time from that. And that's all in my tech bag, and that will be either in the rucksack or in my suitcase when I'm on the journey. So the only thing actually that I'm missing is a Montane fleece, which I will keep for the evenings or to and from the jog, so I've got something to keep me warm. So all of this stuff goes into a suitcase and a rucksack. The suitcase will be transported between the hotels. The rucksack will be on the van as a kind of day bag. So occasionally, hopefully I'll see the van, and if I need to get something out of the rucksack, like knee warmers or leg warmers or a rain jacket or extra gels or something like that, then it'll be available and I can do that. So that is all of the stuff that I'm proposing to take on my Land's End to John O'Groats cycle ride, which starts on the 21st of August. And I want to give a big shout out, by the way, to my mate John, Northern John from Yorkshire, who has incredibly kindly offered to give me a lift to Penzance. So big shout out, John. I am really, really grateful. If you're wondering how we're going to get back from John O'Groats, the company Bike Adventures is going to drop me and my mate Ian off at Inverness Airport, where we have arranged to hire a car. We'll drive back down south, drop Ian off in Shropshire, where he lives, and then I'll drive back here to Kent and drop the car off, and that will be the end of the trip. So, as I say, I will be making a video, but that video won't be up until the trip is finished, but I'll try and do some stuff on a day-to-day basis on YouTube Shorts. So if you've got particular comments that you'd like to make about my kit choices, stuff that you think is the wrong choice, stuff you think would be a better choice, I think I've spent enough money, so don't suggest I buy any more stuff. But if you've got suggestions or ideas, then please post them down below. I love watching these videos. I hope you like watching this kind of video as well. And I'll see you next time. Go and get yourself another cup of coffee now.